This video is going to show you how to blend two images together and even resize them. Some of this might be a little bit of a review. So first thing I need to do is open the images I want to use. I'm going to go to File, Open. I've saved these to my desktop so I know where to find them. I am going to choose these three images. So I'm going to click on one and hold down my Command button and click on multiple images that I know I want to use. So again, I'm holding down Command and I'm clicking on the images. I'm going to click Open once I've selected the images I want to use. Photoshop puts them into tabs. Okay. So the first two I'm going to work with are the tree and the tracks. Okay. If you want to blend images together to create this double exposure effect, think about maybe working with images that have similar orientation or something in the positive space that may be different from the negative space in the work. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to take my tree image and I'm going to use my Move tool. I'm going to click on that picture and I'm going to drag it to the tab that I want it at. I'm not letting go yet. I'm not letting go yet. See how I'm moving my cursor here. Now I'm going to let go once my cursor or my mouse is on my image. When I let go, the image appears. I've already resized these so they're exactly the size that I want. So I'll show you one that works where you're not where you will need to resize things. So again, creating that double exposure, you could do something with your opacity, which is down in your layers box. Again, if your layers box is not visible, see if there's a tab that says layers, or you could even go to Window and Layers to make sure it's selected. The other thing you can do is blend modes. Blend modes are awesome. They're kind of like filters, but what it does is it kind of allows you to overlay different effects to your images to create, and the effects are different based on what the image has in terms of its color and lighting. So go ahead and take a look and see which works best for you. I kind of like how that creates that effect there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag two images together. Now I know this is sized a little differently than, say, maybe this image. So I'm going to take this picture and again clicking on that picture, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, and dropping it here. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted. So I'm going to use my resizing options, which are Edit, Free Transform. There is a shortcut, so what I prefer to do is hit Command T. This creates a bounding box. If you have done Command T and you do not see the bounding box, it could be that your image is that large. So what I would do is do a Command minus to zoom out. That way you can actually see the size of this image in comparison to the image you dragged it to. If you are okay with distortion, you can go ahead and click on your image and drag it any which way you want. But if you don't want to distort the proportions, please hold down Shift and Alt and always resize from a corner. If you don't have the same, see this is much narrower than that image, so I might have to have some overlay there. Double click when you're ready for the transformation that you've created. I'm going to zoom back in so you can kind of see. And again, here we can play with opacity. You can play with overlaying with blend modes. So again, that was just a review of how to overlay images using blend modes and also to resize using the Edit, Free Transform, or Command T option.